Thousands of Jordanians took to the streets on Thursday as their national football team qualified for the upcoming FIFA World Cup for the first time in its history, viewers. Fans chanted slogans in support of their team, carried Jordanian flags as you see right there on your TV screens, and celebrated in the streets. Now, Jordan qualified after defeating the Oman 3-0.
November 2013, Oman International Stadium. Jordan's World Cup dream isn't just broken, it's shattered. A 5-0 humiliation at home against Uruguay that left an indelible scar on the heart of a nation. The final whistle brought no relief, only the echo of a devastating silence and the certainty of a painful failure right at the gates of glory. But in football, the deepest scars often become the strongest armor. In sports, redemption isn't just a possibility. It's a force of nature. And this is not a story of failure. It is the incredible story of how a team left for dead, built on the memory of that humiliation, rose to conquer the impossible and take their nation to a World Cup for the first time in history. To understand the madness of 2025, we must first return to that dark night in 2013. Jordan, against all odds, had reached the Interconfederation playoff of the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. The final hurdle was a giant, Uruguay, a team boasting world-class stars like Luis Suarez, Edinson Cavani, and Diego Forlan. The Jordanian nation, known as Al-Nashama, or the Brave Ones, was united by a dream that finally seemed within reach. The first leg in Oman was supposed to be a celebration, but it turned into a national nightmare. Uruguay showed no mercy. Goal after goal, La Celeste silenced a stadium that had started to overflow with hope. Maximiliano Pereira, Christian Stuani, Nicolas Lodero, Christian Rodriguez, and a spectacular free kick from Edinson Cavani sealed a devastating 5-0 victory. The defeated Jordanian players collapsed on the pitch. In the stands, disbelief turned to tears. It was more than a loss. It was a wound to the national pride. The second leg in Montevideo was a mere formality. A goalless draw that only confirmed what was already known. Jordan, once again, had fallen short of its dream. But that night in Oman didn't just end a qualifying campaign. It also gave birth to a silent promise, the pain that would drive them to rewrite their own history. Failure became fuel. Humiliation became motivation. The years that followed were a mix of highs and lows. Failed attempts, a constant struggle to find an identity. Jordan seemed like a respectable team in Asia, but incapable of taking that final step. Until in 2023, something began to change. The federation made a bold decision. They hired the Moroccan coach Hussein Ammouta. No one knew at the time that this signing would be the first piece of a historic construction. The first major sign came in early 2024 at the Asian Cup in Qatar. Jordan, who had never made it past the quarterfinals, began to play with a confidence and tactical solidity never seen before. Led by the brilliant Mousa Al-Tamari, the first Jordanian to play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues with France's Montpellier, the Nashama advanced with a steady pace. And then came the moment that changed everything. The semi-final against South Korea, one of the continent's giants and a favorite to win the title. Jordan didn't just win, they dominated. A resounding 2-0 victory, a performance that stunned the Asian football world. Although they fell in a hard-fought final against the host, Qatar, the message was clear. This team was no longer the same. They had lost a final, but they had gained belief in themselves. Ammouta's team had learned to compete, to suffer, and most importantly, to believe. With morale sky high, Jordan faced the third round of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup with a new mentality. The group was a true minefield. Powerhouses like South Korea, an always competitive Iraq, and tough teams like Oman, Palestine, and Kuwait. But this time, the ghosts of the past held no weight. The team showed extraordinary consistency. They became a compact, defensive block, with goalkeeper Yazid Abu Layla like a fortress and a lethal attacking trio formed by the talented Yazan Al-Naimat, the undisputed star Mousa Al-Tamari, and the emerging Ali Olwan. Match by match, Against all odds, Jordan collected points. Not always with brilliance, but with an unbreakable determination. As the qualifiers progressed, the entire nation held its breath. The possibility, once a fantasy, felt more and more real. Could this, finally, be the year the curse was broken? The answer would come on June 5th, 2025, a date engraved forever in the memory of every Jordanian. The stage was the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Muscat, Oman. Jordan needed a victory to take an almost definitive step towards the World Cup. The pressure was immense. A bad result could complicate everything. But this is where great teams are forged, and where heroes are born when history calls their name. That night, a 24-year-old forward named Ali Olwan answered the call. The match was tense. Hard fought as expected. Oman defended with discipline, and the goal wouldn't come. The first half was about to end when, just as the referee was about to blow the whistle, a foul inside the box changed everything. Penalty for Jordan. With the weight of a nation on his shoulders, Ali Olwan took the ball. With astonishing coolness, he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way and unleashed the first roar of a goal. But Olwan wasn't done yet. In the second half, he became a legend. First, with a precise finish inside the box to make it 2-0. And then, to complete a dream performance, he finished off a counterattack with a perfect strike to seal his hat trick and the definitive 3-0. 3 goals in the most important match in his country's history. A monumental performance. The moment a talented player became a national hero. While the players celebrated in Muscat, people in Oman began to flood the streets. But qualification was not yet mathematical. They depended on South Korea to win or draw against Iraq. For a few hours, an entire country was glued to a game thousands of miles away. When the news of South Korea's victory arrived, euphoria erupted. Officially, with 1 game to spare, Jordan had qualified for its first ever World Cup. The qualification wasn't just a sporting achievement. It was a moment of catharsis, a wave of national unity. The streets of Oman and every city in the kingdom were filled with people celebrating, waving flags, singing until dawn. It was an explosion of joy that transcended football, uniting the nation in a feeling of collective pride. Even King Abdullah II and Crown Prince Hussein publicly celebrated the milestone, recognizing it as a historic moment for the country. In a complex regional context, the national team's success became a beacon of hope and a symbol of the Jordanian people's resilience. It showed the world that despite limited resources compared to other powerhouses, determination and team spirit can break down any barrier. This achievement places Jordan in the pantheon of great underdog stories. Their journey of redemption is comparable to Greece winning Euro 2004 or Iceland's astonishing run in Euro 2016. These are the narratives that remind us that sometimes David really does beat Goliath. Jordan didn't just qualify for a tournament. They rewrote their history, transforming from a team scarred by failure into the heroes of their own fairy tale. From the tears of 2013 to the euphoria of 2025, Jordan's journey has been a roller coaster of emotions. It's a lesson on how to turn pain into fuel, how a single defeat can plant the seed for the sweetest victory. The Nashima didn't just fulfill their dream. They inspired millions, proving that in football, as in life, you must never stop believing. Now with their place secured in the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, Jordan won't just be there to participate. They will go to compete, to show the world what they are capable of, carrying the pride of an entire nation on their shoulders. The story of their qualification is already legendary. But for this brave team, the best is yet to come. If this incredible feat by the Nashima has moved you as much as it has us, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more football stories that prove the impossible is just the beginning. And now we ask you, what is the most inspiring underdog story in football that you know?
legend starts somewhere. Two worlds, one game, infinite dreams. Yet 99% of talent is never discovered. From nothing to glory isn't just content, it's a movement. 23,000 smart fans, 50 countries, one family. Your journey from nothing to glory starts now. From nothing to glory, where legends are born.